Ladies and gentlemen, we got another episode of Trailblazer TV. It's our third episode. I'm Kennardo Greg James, the executive director of Trailblazer TV. And man, I'm very excited about this guest today, man. Wow. What more can I say? He's the founder of Grand Beginnings Organic Farming. He's the founder and managing director of nonprofit organization Buddy Bow Inc., a fitness instructor, bodybuilder, and he's a United States Marine Corps vet. Ladies and gentlemen, Jon Smalls today. He's going to talk about black farming in the black community. Man, how's it going, buddy?
Man, it's divine. It's divine. That's all I can say.
That sounds good, man. I'm glad to have you here with me, man. I'm just going to tell me about your background in farming, man. How'd you really get into farming?
Oh, well, as a kid, I am from the Free Woods community. So the Free Woods community of Burgess, South Carolina, which was one of the original black farming communities here in Horry County. And my family is a Smalls family. And my father, he was a sugarcane farmer. And my granddad was a farmer. Obviously, 100% of us was farmers at one point. So with me just growing up around my father, playing sports, but, tending to the field was first in priority. So practice was going on and something needed to be done in the field. I wasn't going to practice. I was going to go help my pop. So, I was just brought up that way, very well mannered. So if he asked me to do something, I did it without any hindrance. So that's how I really got into farming, just watching him and saying that I did want to get into farming. I was trying to get to the league, but, it wasn't destined for me to do that. So I got away, but I came back home to it.
You can always come back home. That's one thing about it. I say that all the time. Here's a deep question for you, man. In 1920, there were nearly 1 million black farmers in the United States of America. But today, there's only 0.4% of country's farmland. What happened to black farmers in America, man? That's something that we talked about a little earlier. What do you think happened with that?
It's lack of exposure. So from my perspective and how I feel is that we, not going to school, get a degree and to get ahead, to better your family and your community. But during that time, I really felt like we was tricked away from our craft, because, farming was one of our first lines of defense and to take care of the family and to actually establish economics within our community to do for ourselves. Because, the fight was after the Emancipation Proclamation was, go out, you're free now and go do your thing. But psychologically, we didn't realize, we was free. So, going to that farming, we did it, but they realized at that time that, oh man, these people could actually really do something. And we were doing something. But, at the same time too, they had these laws and rules and regulations. And a lot of our elders, they couldn't read, they couldn't write. And a lot of times they couldn't comprehend what these guys were saying. They were saying big words and they didn't have no kids to actually help interpret those things. So at that time, they wanted to push their kids away from farming. And a lot of the kids, was like, all right, I don't want to do farming. I want to do something different. But as time went on, we looked down upon it. It's like we was embarrassed about farming. But, today, I know I'm not trying to jump off surgery, but I'm here today to lead the forefront to let our young folks know. And as well, you can see it across CNN and ABC now. A lot of young black farmers are coming up, but we got to start exposing our young folks and letting them know, hey, we could do a lot in farming. It's hard work, but it's humbling work. And when I say it's humbling, is now you don't have to rely on a system. Not to knock the system, because obviously we need help, we need assistance, but we have all the tools that we need within ourselves. At the end of the day, we're blessed. We're blessed with everything we need. So going out there and farming and restoring what was set out back in 1920 when everybody farmed. But now we have to do it, and it's not hard anymore. We have technology, we have information, we have elders that's willing to sit down and talk to us and point us in the right direction. So I think it was just a lack of of information. And that's why we kind of got tricked off what we were really truly good at, because, we built America, for free. So, but we didn't realize what we did for America, because we was taught that, oh man, you got to go and be a doctor, you got to go and be this, which we need those people, but we need our farmers too. And so, and that's how that's how I feel about it, and that's how I see it.
Very well said. And in your words, why is it important to have more Black farmers in the Black community?
Because that's the same way, just like a mother is the first caretaker of a child, the farmer is the first one that actually helps bring that medicine to the family, helps provide that medicine for that mother to bring to the family, or prepare her foods properly. And and in our community with obesity, the lack of bad eating, fast foods, not to knock it, we all we're human, so we're subject to our own corruption, but having these fresh foods, man, is just, and having us young Black farmers, or just Black farmers in general, man, it give us a sense of fulfillment and confidence that we need again, because we lost a lot of confidence. Several generations we lack confidence in who we were. So coming back to the community and being a farmer and being a Black farmer, it gives us a sense of pride of what we're doing and how we can actually help battle the issues that's within our own families and that's within our own community, and stop relying on corporate America to take care of us. We can take care of ourselves, but we have to band together and realize, health is wealth.
Yes, that's very true. Talk to me about the hardships of Black farmers, the things that they face day in, day out.
Oh man, crop insurance, getting protecting your crops, protecting what you're trying to farm, and sometimes the things that we farm, they don't cover that insurance. So, like, say if we want to go and plant watermelons, and say a lot of us gonna start out small. I got 2.5 acres that I'm farming on. So, a lot of time the USDA, they ain't gonna recognize me. Man, you're a small time farmer. But a small time farmer, I could provide a lot for a lot of people within my community and others. But, that's just having that crop insurance, just the day in and day out of not having the finances to get the certain materials that you need, or the equipment to help you, to get ahead, or to make sure that you have your crops down in time before the new season. So equipment, crop insurance, and your own family, it's like, oh, you're wasting your time. The lingo is haters. That's a big issue too, and just the lack of exposure to information, and that's the hard. It's just hard, but anything that you want, it takes hard work. So I really now, I backtrack off what I say, because any hardship turns into something beautiful. So we can't expect it to be easy. And I know, like your show, Trailblazer TV. So we're here to trailblaze. So there's gonna be bricks in the road. There's gonna be trees. There's gonna be stumps. There's gonna be holes. And guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna go through it. So the next generation can trampoline off of where we left off at, because our elders, they took us to where they could take us to, and now it's our turn. So I take it back. It's really no hardships. It's just something that we got to go through.
It's just obstacles. That's like anything in life. We all go through things. Our ancestors went through it. We're going to go through some things as well, but only the strong survive. So you're definitely doing a great job of that. You just got to keep pushing forward. That's what it's all about.
True indeed.
So what are health and farming kind of go hand in hand? What are the benefits of buying produce from a farmer opposed to a big box retailer like a Walmart, Food Lion, something like that? Yeah, I took it there. I had to take it there.
Well, small farmers, a lot of us, we don't use chemicals. That's the first and foremost, man. We're putting seeds in the ground. We're staying away from GMOs. We're staying away from pesticides. We're coming up with ingenious ways of protecting our crop. So the benefits of supporting a small farmer or just not going to those grocery stores is at least you're getting food that's going to really that God put on this earth to actually help give your body nutrients and sustenance. And it's not you don't have to worry about byproducts of rat poison, human feces, and that's a big thing now that they use on a lot of crops. It's sad to say, but they use human feces on a lot of these major industries. So, fecal matter that you don't have to worry about. Imagine that stuff getting inside your body. You think you just got a common cold because you was outside, you was exposed to the cold weather. Nah, things that get inside your body that's foreign, it weakens your immune system. So, I know with me at Grand Beginners Organic Farming, we make sure that we do everything organically and we protect our crops the best way we know how, and we use what Mother Nature makes for us. And so we do, sister cropping, or we want to call it share cropping, where we plant things that go along with other things to protect it from natural pests. So there you go.
I hope everyone's paying attention to that. I know that I'm thinking differently right now as far as going to a big box retailer. I think I'm going to start going to the farmers for my product from here on out. But in your opinion, do you think farming should be taught in schools, or do you think that's something that should be left up to the ancestors and to us to teach the youth as far as farming?
Well, I think it's left up to us, because we done gave away a lot of our rights and a lot of our freedom to the system. And I'm not against the curriculum being taught in the school, but if they could teach it in the school, at least come to the farm and allow that farmer to teach it to those children, or to those people that want to learn. Allow the school to open up or team up with the farmers where they could come up with a curriculum where these kids could come out to the farm and see it. But I don't think we should put it into the educational system hands, not yet, until we have full control of what we're bringing to the table. Until we could say, hey, well, that's not right, because a lot of times our words are misconstrued. A lot of information is not taught the right way, and sometimes when people are actually teaching these kids, they don't care. They don't have the passion. So the education or what they're trying to teach isn't getting to that child, because that person that's actually teaching them might not really truly love them. So I think we should allow the ancestors and allow the families to actually do that. So you don't want to force something, and sometimes, in school, things are forced, and kids just do it just to do it, checking the box.
So for someone that's trying to get into gardening or farming per se, like where should they start? Like what resources can they look to, or what suggestions do you have to them? Some wisdom.
First thing they need to do is go outside. Not to knock the computer, not to knock YouTube, but go outside. YouTube videos are great, but obviously there's little snippets of everything. But the first thing you need to do is go outside, and really look at nature and see what Mother Nature is doing, and see if you if there's something out there that's grasping your attention. Because you might get into farming and realize, or you might start a garden and you realize, hey, it's not for me. So I think the first thing they need to do is take that time to see if being outside and being in nature is truly what they want to do. And if they do want to do that, find your local farmer. Go to your farmer's market. Go to that guy that's go to that woman or that guy that's at the produce stand and ask them where they're getting their produce from. Or are they farming their produce? And if they are, like, hey, can I come and hang out with you? See what you're doing. Ask them questions. And then see. Because, we don't want to start a project and not finish it.
And tell me a little bit about your nonprofit organization, Buddy Bo Inc. Like, what's your mission statement? What is it you're trying to accomplish with that venture?
Oh man, first and foremost, Buddy Bo is us. He's a Black character, and I noticed when I was in Afghanistan, I realized there was a void that needed to be fulfilled. And I was in Afghanistan in 2009, 10. And I was sitting there and I realized, like, man, I want to do something. I got to do something. I always doing cookouts, like we normally do in Myrtle Beach, Black Biker Weekend type of cookouts. Like, yeah, but that's something that you can't really truly bring to the family. You can't invite everybody too, because things get out of hand. So it's like, man, like, I always want to do good, but I was always mixing the wrong things in with trying to do good. So I got to a point where I was like, man, I came back home, like, especially when my father passed away, and I realized that he was a big pillar of our community. And he always meant that, if you don't like what they're doing, get your own, son. So I tried to, join other groups, organizations, and it just wasn't going the right way. And I was truly genuine and passionate about giving back to the community. So I was like, man, I got this character. And man, he got a pencil in his hand. So he's very positive. He was encouraging. So what I wanted to do with Buddy Boink was fulfill a void that was missing within our community. So, a lot of times parents don't know how to communicate to their child, or the parent don't know how to communicate to the teacher or communicate with the school. So Buddy Boink was formed to actually be a liaison between the school, the parents, the police department, and the community. And we were going to use Buddy Bo to actually encourage these kids. So when they look at this character, they're like, man, he looks like me, and not be deterred. Be like, because, we don't have anything positive for Black people at the end of the day, So I wanted to make sure that, before I die, I leave something that, not for me, but the next generation and anybody else around the globe that want to be part of something positive that they could be part of, and they could see and be motivated to actually step up and get part of this organization where we going out and doing events, having team summits, giving out safety. We just gave out 62 safety bags, and not truly out here asking for donations, not yet, not to knock that, but, it's like we got to put in the work first. We want to establish ourselves, showing people that we're really about doing the work. And it came from that motto that for Buddy Boink is, it started out as a dream, but that dream don't turn into reality until you start doing the work. So we had to put boots on the ground and actually show people what it was truly about, because there was a lot of times where, they destroyed the pavilion. Like that was for the young folks. And then, well, your kids can't go to the rec center, without your parents. You can't do this or that. So it's like, man, we need something. So, Buddy Boink's goal is to actually, raise some funds. So we actually hopefully one day build a brick and mortar where it could be an all-purpose place where the kids could come at. It could have, a stage where they could do performing arts, learn how to farm, can, and so much other things, man. I could go on forever about Buddy Boink, man. But just stay tuned, man, because our next event is November the 14th, where we're doing a fall festival / kickball tournament. So, it's going to be something special where we're going to be raising funds to actually go towards buying a living mascot, man. We want Buddy Bo at birthday parties. We want him at the school. We want him reading the books to these kids. We want them to see him, and as well, not just for Black kids. We want kids of other ethnic backgrounds to actually see a positive character that looks like us, and knowing that it doesn't matter if he's Black or white or whatever he is, that, we could respect each other for who we are and the skin that we're in.
So tell the people where that event is going to be. Give them the date, the time, the location, all of that one more time.
Okay, so November 15th on Scipio Lane at South Strand Recreational Department in the Burgess community off of Homestown Road. It'll be Kicking for the Kids kickball tournament / fall festival. The first game will start at 8 a.m. So everything will start at 8 a.m. and will last about 6 p.m. And we have a lot of fun out there. We're gonna have some food. We're gonna have some vendors out there. Some local. As a matter of fact, if you watching any young people that's entrepreneurs that want to come out and vend, please get in contact with me. You can reach out to us on our Facebook page, Buddy Bo Inc. And as well, you know, you can message me on Instagram. But as well, too, we're looking for a web designer. So any web designers out there, please reach out to me. We need your help.
Web designers, hey, he's shouting you out right now, man. This brother needs some help, man. So please help this brother out. He's a good brother. He's trying to do something good for the community, and we have to support him and stand behind him. I know that I am. So definitely, man, I appreciate you, Jon Smalls, for being on with us today. And tell them one more time where they can reach you on Instagram and Facebook.
Well, you can reach me at Buddy Bo Inc. On Instagram and as well on Facebook. And as well, if you have any fitness issues or any fitness questions, or if you want to learn about the Burgess history, or about our history, about farming and stuff, you can reach out to me on Spiz 720 Fitness page on Facebook, and as well Spiz 720 Fitness to Farming on Instagram. So I'm out there, and I'm not hard to find. I'm in Burgess. I'm out here. Come see me.
All right, Jon Smalls, ladies and gentlemen, man, I appreciate having you on today, man, and I hope to bring you on again soon, man. Thank you so much, my brother.
Salute to you, man. Keep doing the work.
Thank you so much. This is Trailblazer Television, Kennardo Greg James. We're out.